Yeah, lots of spiritual encounters, lots of strange things. And interestingly, Sean, they were so common to me that I thought everybody had them. Like I never, I remember talking to 10 or 11 years old and listening to conversations and thinking to myself, doesn't everybody have that experience? Like, because you don't have any framework as a child when you're having these experiences to say, oh, this is unique to me. Because most children don't think anything's really unique to them. And we don't think that way generally as children. So I just thought this was just a shared experience and there was nothing really to talk about. It wasn't until I became a teenager that I started to really realize that wasn't the case and then started to have some other experiences because my mom used to have a Friday night gathering every other week of other people likened to her. And when I was about 14 or 15, they wanted me to be there, which I did everything I could to get out of and usually did get out of it. But there were some crazy things that happened. But one in particular is we actually had the Lord come once. And right in the middle of this meeting of demons manifesting and talking through people, they became terrified. I remember someone saying, he's here. And I remember the whole room lit up and it felt like I was lifted up off the ground and the presence of peace and light just saturated the room. And I remember looking at my dad and my dad had tears coming down his eyes. Never saw my dad crying in my life except that night. And Jesus touched him at that point. He became a very different man after that night. So I share that with you because I think it's important that we understand that, first of all, the Lord is proactive. Like he comes after us. And here's this crazy story of 3 or 4 mediums in a room with about 15 people who were giving themselves to the occult. I had not, but they had. And I just happened to be there that night. I had a framework for it, obviously. And yet there was God right in the middle of it, coming in, touching my dad, touching me indirectly in what I experienced with the presence of God, but also looking at my dad and the encounter that he was having. Because we were raised nominally Catholic, and my mom had her saint, St. Jude, and she gave all of us a saint. My dad prayed to Jesus, and he had a medal of Jesus. I remember asking him, why do you pray to Jesus when all the rest of us have to pray to saints? And my dad said to me, I don't pray through middlemen. And I thought, that is such a perfect answer. So yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell, my first 15 years, 16 years of experience with the supernatural, most of it all dark, with a couple of nuances of just God stepping in sovereignly and saying, I'm here and I'm with you.